Hello, my name is Prakhar Narayan Srivastav and welcome to my presentation about security in operating systems. So let's get started. So what is security? Security refers to providing a protection system to computer system resources such as CPU, memory, disk, software programs and most importantly the data or the information stored on the computer system. If a computer program is run by an unauthorized user, then he or she may cause severe damage to the computer or the data stored in it. So, a computer system must be protected against unauthorized access, malicious access to the system memory, viruses, worms, Trojan horse, etc. So, in the following presentation, we are going to learn the following topics: authentication, one-time passwords, program threats, system threats, and computer security classification. Authentication. Authentication refers to identifying each user of the system and executing the program associated with those users. It is the responsibility of the operating system to create a protection system which ensures that a user who is running a particular program is authentic. Operating systems generally identify or authenticate the users using the following three ways: username or password, user card or key, or user attributes. Username and password. User needs to enter a registered username and password with the OS to log in into the system. The system can prompt the user to make the passwords more strong and secure by using a special combination of alphanumerics and special characters. User card or key. User need to punch card in the card slot or enter key generated by the key generator in the option provided by the operating system to log in into the system. For example, ATM pin. We need to enter the ATM pin in the ATM machine. The ATM pin is generated by the system and we need to enter it in the ATM machine to carry out the necessary financial operations. User attributes. User attributes include fingerprints, face scan, retinal scan, voice input, etc. User need to pass his or her attribute via designated input device used by the operating system to log in into the system. User attribute applications. Example: Windows Hello. Windows Hello is a software used by Windows 10 to authenticate their users to log in using fingerprint or face scan. iPhone 3D Face Unlock. The iPhone 3D Face Unlock was introduced in iPhone in 2017 and is one of the most secure face scans available. Fingerprint scanners were introduced in phones in 2004, but they were introduced in Android back in 2011. One-time passwords. In one-time password system, a unique password is required every time a user tries to log in into the system. One-time password provide additional security along with normal authentication. Once a one-time password is used, then it cannot be used again. One-time password are implemented in various ways like random numbers, secret key, and network password. Random numbers. Users are provided cards having numbers printed along with corresponding alphabets. System asks for a number corresponding to the few alphabets randomly chosen. For example, when we start a new bank account, we are provided with a number which we have to use for online banking. After the first login in the online banking system, we need to change our password to a more rememberable one. Secret key. Users are provided with a hardware device which can create a secret ID mapped with a user ID. The system asks for such secret ID which is to be generated every time prior to login. network password. Some commercial applications send one-time password to the user on the registered mobile or email ID which is registered to be entered prior to the login. This can be seen majorly in online banking transactions. Program threads. Operating systems, processes, and kernel do the designated task as instructed, but if a user program makes these processes do malicious tasks, then it is known as a program thread. One of the most common example of program thread is a program installed on the computer which can store and send user credential to some external entity like a hacker through network. Following is a list of some well-known program threats: Trojan horses, backdoors, logic bombs, and viruses. Trojan horse. Such program trap user login credential and store them to send to malicious users who can later log into the computer and access system resources. A Trojan horse is a type of program which seems harmless at first but is actually a malicious program. Backdoor. If a program which is designed to work as required have a security hole in its code and perform illegal action without the knowledge of the user, then it is called to have a backdoor. Logic bomb. Logic bomb is a situation when a program misbehaves only when certain conditions are met. Otherwise, it works as a very genuine program. It is harder to detect. Virus. Virus stands for Vital Information Resources Under Siege. Virus, like its biological counterpart, can replicate themselves in computer systems. They are highly dangerous and can modify or delete user files and crash systems. A virus is generally a code embedded in the program. As user accesses this program, the virus starts getting embedded in other files and programs and can make the system unusable for the user. System threats. System threats refer to the misuse of system services and network connections to put the user in trouble. System threat can be used to launch program threats on a complete network called a program attack. System threat creates such an environment that the operating system resources or the user files are misused. Following is a list of some well-known system threats: worms, port scanning, and denial of service. Worm. Worm is a process which can choke down system performance by using system resources to extreme levels. A worm process generates multiple copies of a program which uses all the system resources, preventing all other processes to get the required resources. Worm processes can even shut down an entire network. Port scanning. Port scanning is a mechanism or means by which a hacker can detect system vulnerabilities to make an attack on the system. Denial of service or DOS attacks. Denial of service attacks normally prevent user to make legitimate use of the system. For example, a user may not be able to use the internet if a DOS attack attacks browser content settings. As per the US Department of Defense Trusted Computer Systems Evaluation Criteria, there are 4 security classifications in computer systems: Type A, Type B, Type C, and Type D. This is widely used specifications to determine and model the security of systems and of the security solutions. Type A. This is the highest level of security. It grants a high degree of assurance of process security. Architecturally, a Type A system uses formal design specifications and verification techniques, granting a high degree of assurance that the Trusted Computer Base or the TCB has been implemented correctly. Type B. It provides mandatory protection systems. It has all the properties of a class 2 system. It attaches a sensitivity label to each object. It is of three types. B1. It maintains the security label of each object in the system. Label is used for making decision to access control. B2. Extends the sensitivity labels to each system resources such as storage objects, support covert channels and auditing of events. B3. It allows creating lists or user groups for access control to grant access or revoke access to the given named objects. Type C. It provides protection and user accountability using auditing capabilities. It is of two types. C1. Incorporates controls so that the user can protect their private information and keep other users from accidentally reading or deleting their data. Unix versions are mostly C1 class. C2. It adds an individual level access control to the capabilities of C1 level system. Type D. It is of the lowest security system. It has very minimum protection. MS-DOS and Windows 3.1 fall in this category. Thank you for watching.